What's up guys, Nick here, and today we're going to be replacing the coolant temperature sensor and the pigtail wiring on my 1995 Chevy. So, let's get into it. So this thing right here that's actually wrapped up in this electrical tape is exactly what we'll be changing today. As you can see, considering how it's wrapped in this tape, it definitely needs to be changed. I guess I could start by trying to unwrap it. Yep, as you might be able to see down in there, that connector is super rusty. So let's move this old wire to the side. So let's grab our 3/4 socket and loosen the sensor up. You want to make sure your engine's completely cold so that way your cooling system is not pressurized. And it just fell somewhere. So out with this old corroded and nasty one, and in with the brand new sensor. So you're gonna want to start it in just hand tight so you don't accidentally cross thread it. You want to get it nice and snug so that way the threads do not leak coolant when it gets all pressurized. That's nice and snug in there. Next up, this wiring harness is what we're going to tackle next. Alright, so now we want to cut open this little plastic thing here. So with this plastic tubing taken off, we can get the wire out of it because this is actually what we're going to splice into. Grab our handy dandy little wire cutters, find a good spot. I'm going to go right there so that way I have plenty of extra that before it goes deep in the engine block where I won't be able to get it. Okay, now with our cut made, we can see what needs to be where. So let's grab our wire strippers, try to find a way to finagle these in here. And this is 18 gauge wire, so you want to obviously use the 18 gauge. You want to have enough wire, but you don't want to have too much. But I'd rather have enough so that way I can cut more off if I need, instead of having to try to go deeper down and strip more of the sleeving off. That looks about right there. Then strip off that. Then move on to this black wire and do the same thing. So now we grab these heat shrink butt connectors to put on it. The heat shrink helps keep the water out. Plug in our sensor in the right spot, hopefully. Push it until it clicks. That creates a weather tight seal. Then we can grab our old connector here. Find out that this wire right here is the one that's supposed to go to the yellow. So we grab that. Again, double check it's in all the way. We're gonna want to take these, go over the metal, squeeze. Then you just want to give it a nice little tug. Make sure that it crimped good. Then we move on to our yellow wire. Shove this into our yellow wire. Again, same thing, make sure it's in all the way. Grab our crimping tool to make the crimp. Now we will come down here and attempt to splice this wire in. So we grab our fancy butt connector. Okay, so with our new connector on, go like this. So now with this butt connector connected, we can come in from the side here and actually crimp it together. This is the one from our actual coolant temperature sensor, and it plugs right into this. We can come in from this side and really clamp it in. And same thing, you just want to give a couple tugs, make sure that it's snug and that's not going to come out. Now I'm going to go start my truck and make sure everything's hooked up properly and make sure this isn't leaking coolant. Alright, so it started. There's no check engine lights. It started right up. Sometimes what happens with a bad coolant temperature sensor is as you start it up when it's nice and cold, it doesn't want to start right. But right now, it's running perfectly fine. It started right up, no engine lights, so we have a successful fix. So there is one final step to our repair, and that is to shrink down this heat shrink tubing. And there we go, with the heat shrink all shrunk down, the wires are ready to go, they are watertight, they are sealed, we have a good crimp, so that means this repair is done. And comment down below any other tips you might have for repairs and wire fixes and things like that. So thank you all for watching, make sure to like, subscribe if you are new, I will see you guys next time, peace out.